Hey everyone, in this video we are going to solve problem 322, coin change on LeetCode. So the problem is we are given an array of coins representing coins of different denominators and an integer amount which is the target value. And the problem is to find the fewest number of coins that we can make up this amount, the target amount, using these coins. And if there is no such combination exists, we should return -1. So for example, here, given an amount 11, there might be different combinations. We can use 11 ones, or we can use 5 twos and 1 1. But the fewest number of coins we can use is to use 2 5 coins and then another 1 coin. But as another example, if the amount is 3 and using coins 2, there is no such combination that we can create this amount. And if the amount is 0, so there is the output also should be 0, but as given in the example. So the solution for this problem, one of them is brute force, but I'm going to use a dynamic programming here. So with dynamic programming, at each iteration, we are going to use the same function as our recursive function. And then at each state, for example, if we start at 11, and we know that the coins that we have are 1, 2, and 5, so at here, we want to find what is call the function recursively on 10, 9, and 6. So we are basically subtracting each of these coins from the amount, assuming that at each one, we're going to use one of these coins and just compute the minimum value of the answer, the different states returning, +1, since we are using a coin here. But in order to speed up the process, we should always cache the previous iterations in a hash map so that if a state is already computed, we don't have to compute that again. So for that, let's say, first of all, we implement our hash. So I'm going to put it in the constructor of this class. And then this is our, I call it cache, we call it a dictionary. And as we know here, if the amount is 0, regardless of the coins, the answer should be 0. So let me put that as well, self.cache. Zero equals 0. And then here, oh, I forgot. Oh. So if the amount is less than 0, there might be cases that we go less than a 0 because consider like here, if the amount is, let's say, 3, and then we want to do the same, so for subtract 1, 2, and 5, so we're going to use the other states of 2 and then 1 and then -2, which is this state is not valid, and we are returning -1 as an invalid. And remember, as we discussed, so if there is no way exists, this function should return -1. So we are just simply return -1. That means not a valid answer. And then first of all, check if the current state is already exists in the cache. So if amount in self.cache.keys, simply return that cache of that amount. So we are using the previous iteration's answer at this step. Otherwise, recursive answers equal to, we have for any coin, for coin in coins, we would use the same function. So self.coin change of this, we are just passing the same list of coins with the amount minus coin. So we are subtracting that. And then after that, on some states, there might be receiving a -1, so we should remove them from our recursive answers. So let's say valid answers equal ins for ins in recursive answers, and you're only accepting those answers that are not -1. So if ins greater than or equal 0, so we are dropping any negative values from that. So if the length of this valid answer is less than 1, that means there is no valid answer, we couldn't find anything. So we're just first of all, the current cache amount would be -1, because at this step no solution is found, and then we are just returning -1. Otherwise, we find a minimum of the valid answers here, would be the minimum of valid answers plus 1, because we know that we have used at least one coin at the current state, and then we are adding that to the minimum value, and then just returning this amount as the answer. Okay, so let's try that out. The name valid answer is not defined. Valid answers. Okay, so this goes well. Let's try other test cases. 11. And amount 2, we should expect for this case -1. There you go. And if the amount is 0, so regardless, we already cached that, and we should expect them at 0. Okay, so we submit that. There we go. So that was everything for today's problem.